I might hand over to our CEO and co-founder of Young Change Agents, the lovely Margaret, who's on the call today to kick things off.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. For those that don't know us well at Young Change Agents, we are a not-for-profit social enterprise, and we're here for exactly this reason, to help young people like yourselves think about the problems that they see around them and flip them and turn them into opportunities to make a real difference in the world. And we know that financial literacy and financial well-being is such a huge challenge. So we are very excited that you have put your minds to looking at solving this problem. Out of all of the schools and young people that entered, people on the call today are mostly the finalists and the judges' choices for this challenge. So we're really thrilled that you have put together these entries. And we're really more excited as well to know that we have some funding to support you guys to move this forward. So the winners of tonight, if you head to the next slide, so we've got some mentoring and prize packs for the junior category who will receive those, the extra support. Congratulations. That's and when we say junior, that's 10 to 13-year-olds. So we're going to see some of them present soon. We're really excited for that. And for the senior category, we're going to be holding what we call an incubator, which sounds a bit like a science term. But what it means is we call this a business incubator. So it's where we incubate ideas. So we take, you in, and we take these amazing ideas of where you've got to today, and then really imagine what you could do if you were given some more support to make those ideas come alive. So over the course of 3 days, you'll be matched up with mentors and support, and you'll get to meet with experts in different areas like marketing and design and product management, and be able to think about what might it take to get your idea a little bit further along the track. So we're really excited to be able to offer that to the winners as well, and continue to support you. And as we said with the challenge, this is how might we see money differently, and I have a whole generation of young people that are much more financially literate than my generation was at the early age. So congratulations from all of us here at Young Change Agents and from the judging panel. And we're really thrilled that you could join us tonight and showcase, we read your entries, but there's nothing like hearing it out of your own mouths. And so we're really thrilled to have you all tonight. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. So as you saw in the video, we had 5 amazing judges who had the very hard task of judging the top 19 finalists and narrowing them down to just 9, which is very hard. So the judges were Parth, Tori, Jess, Lucy, and Jimmy. And I wanted to welcome judges Parth and Jimmy on the call today, who are able to join us, which is really exciting. And we will come back later on in the session and ask them a couple of questions. So make sure you stick around for that and have in your head some questions that you might want to ask them. So we will kick off things now with our junior category winners pitches for our Future of Finance Youth Design Challenge, which is really exciting. So first up, if she's on the call, we have Maya from Budgeting and Saving Bear to tell us more about her fun app for children around budgeting and saving. So Maya, if you are on the call, feel free to unmute yourself and tell us about your fabulous idea. Are you there, Maya?
Definitely her name is here. So she's here, maybe just having a bit of a technical difficulty. Do you want to move to the living school and come back to Maya?
Yeah, we'll come back to you, Maya. So we will go on to the T-Rexes now. So we'll have Eve, Pearl, Rose, and Myrtle, who will be telling us about their idea for T-Rexes, which is an awesome board game that they did, and they even made a prototype, which was awesome. So guys, if you are there, awesome. Feel free to unmute yourselves and tell us all about the T-Rex.
Good evening, judges and other finalists. We would like to begin by acknowledging the Bundjalung Nation, which we are speaking on tonight.
Our names are Pearl, Myrtle, Rose and Eve, and as part of the Academy of Enterprise and Girls Workshop, we focused on gaming and financial literacy as a solution for children to learn about finances.
We developed a game called the Mini Finances. Each player is assigned a character that grows up throughout the game.
As you grow up, you complete jobs like chores to earn money to pay for important things in life, such as clothes, food, and shelter, as well as some of life's extra costs like tax.
This is important so that young people can learn about dealing with finances more efficiently from a younger age.
If youth know more about finances, they are better set up for success in life.
This game is fun and engaging, something that learning about money usually is not.
So we encourage all children to enjoy a game of the Mini Finance and learn some life skills along the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, girls. Wow, a huge well done. How brave of you. So the judges' feedback, they thought having a board game as a working prototype really helped bring this idea to life. The problem identified and how it ties in throughout a fun and interactive game definitely addresses the problem. So well done. Awesome work. Virtual claps for everyone. All right, next up we have money. So we have Minnie, Indy, Charlie and Marley to talk about their idea called Money, which are cards that aim to educate children about finances in a fun way. Take it away, girls.
Hello everyone, we would like to acknowledge the Widjabul Bible custodians, past, present and emerging, for taking care of this land we call our home. I'm Marley.
I'm Indy.
And one of our two of our teammates, Minnie and Charlie, are not here tonight.
When we joined the Academy of Enterprise and Girls Workshop, we chose to focus on finances and mental health. As we learned through empathy interviews how important this was for all people.
In response to these empathy interviews, we have created affirmation cards to help youth understand finances. Our idea is that every day the teacher picks one of the affirmation cards and presents it to the class.
The teacher will read out the finance-related question to facilitate a discussion between the class so that students can begin to understand finances in a safe, supportive and open environment.
We believe that this initiative will promise a strong financial future for children, building on their early knowledge and understanding.
Thank you for your time.
Perfect. Thanks, girls. So the judges said that your idea was super fun. It was a super fun way to learn about money. You defined your problem and audience well, and they liked that you had thought about slightly different products for the young kids and the teenagers. And they thought it was an easy to implement product. So well done. So with the budgeting and saving there, I'm going to give you a quick spiel on Maya's great idea. So the problem that she had found is that kids and other people have difficulty saving money because they don't know what budgeting is or how to budget. And her opportunity was, how might we teach kids and people ways to save and budget money for things they need and not just want? Her solution was to make a fun app about budgeting and saving that is free to download and has educational videos to watch. So what I might do is I'm just going to post the link for her amazing project page in the chat. So if you would like to go and have a look at Maya's awesome idea, please feel free to do so. So that is all that we have for our junior category winners. So a huge well done to you all for your awesome pictures and the bravery that you showed. Well done. And to all of our other finalists in this category, including Parenting Gods, Sunshine, Financial Friends, and Financial Brain. So if you guys are on the call, well done. The judges were so impressed with the creativity of all of the ideas and encourage you all to keep working at them. So well done. Give yourself a big round of applause. All righty. So we'll now dive into our senior category finalists and hear their fantastic ideas tackling all of the different themes that we had in this challenge. So this category was a very hard one to judge also, as the level of sophistication in ideas and prototypes was so high. So a huge congratulations to you all. It's a testament to your hard work at school and with this challenge. So well done. So first of all, we have Famnomics. So we have Harper, Phoebe and Olivia. We have a video from them to talk about their idea, which is the financial card game for families.
Famnomics is a card game using economic terms in a memory game structure, with a twist on the family aspect, which will be elaborated on later in the video. My group and I created the brand Famnomics specifically pointed to assist families in teaching their kids economics in a more modern and easier way.
This allows kids to retain information faster using the memory game setup. It provides a fun way to learn, and as the game progresses, definitions and terms become easier to remember because it's the nature of the game.
This gives motivation for the kids to learn these terms without the hassle of initiating education, where kids can often get overwhelmed and parents and teachers are pressured to teach them in a swift manner. As the topic is quite an important asset for the future, this is an issue because some parents refrain from teaching their kids the topic because of how much terms it has, and often kids aren't taught economics at school till later when they have other things to worry about and are closer to needing these skills when they leave home.
The family aspect in the name Famnomics relates to the little question under the definition, which you can refer in the photos we sent you, that a family member is meant to answer. This allows the knowledge to be learned in two different ways and gets the family involved.
Well done, girls. I think this idea is an awesome idea to get families together and playing board games again. It's very hard in such a technologically advancing world. So I really like the approach that you took with your game. So we'll go now on to Budget Builder. So the judges' feedback was, this is awesome. I love the real world challenges that the user can go through. Super useful and valuable for a child. The education is likely to stick with them because they can relate it back to the real world. The design and pitch deck you added are fantastic. Really well done. So we have a video from Audrey, Lucy and Alyssa to talk about their idea, Budget Builder. And it's an awesome app that aims to use gaming to build a better budgeting future for young adults and children.
School brought up the idea to enter this competition, and when we saw the theme of gaming and financial literacy, we thought of the issue of generational poverty. This is an issue all over the world, and when we thought about young kids in South Australia, we realised that a lot of them had access to electronic devices.
The app is about budgeting. There'll be a kid mode and a young adult mode. These modes will have different settings. The kid version has parent authentication, and the parents can log in and see the kids' game. In the young adult mode, the player goes through different stages of life and learns how to earn money and budget in different situations. In this game, the player can get a job and use the money that they earn to buy things in the game.
The different situations might be that you need to go to the hospital or you get a parking ticket. The game will guide the player through the challenges, giving you different options or letting you put money towards different things. The game does not give the child the answers directly, but it requires the child to understand the lesson and make financial choices for themselves in the future. When the child has reached their budgeting goal, this will appear. Even when they have reached the goal in the game, it still challenges them with what to do with this money they have saved. Thank you for listening.
Well done, guys. If you're on the call, congratulations. Your prototypes were fantastic, and the wireframe, everything that you put into it was so detailed, and the judges absolutely loved it. So congratulations. Next up, we have Job Journey. So the judges said that this is an awesome idea, which they definitely would have used when they were 13 looking for their first job. The problem statement is very relevant and the solution is great. They build a resume and interview questions. The built-in resume and interview questions by AI is so good, something they wish they had as a kid. So super clever work, girls. So this is a video from Harriet and Charlotte talking about Job Journey.
Hi, I'm Charlotte and this is Harriet and we're the creators of Job Journey.
After interviewing a range of young adults, we found that teens want to find employment opportunities but actually don't know where or how. So an example of this is our friend Alice wants to find a part-time job, but she doesn't know where to apply or how to do it.
We want our solution to be accessible for young people looking for their first job, but also for employers who need to recruit workers. We decided our solution would be an app called Job Journey. So when you open the app, it comes up with a homepage. The top half of the page is your profile, which you can edit. For our example, we've used Alice. Alice is looking for a part-time job 2 to 3 times a week in Unley, South Australia. The bottom half of the page is all the subheadings. Hiring Near Me is a store locator. Build a Resume is a resume template that you can type directly into or download as a PDF. Ready Set Interview is quickfire AI-generated job interview questions. Chat With Us is a chat function. Links consists of helplines and information. Also is a place where employers can advertise their job opportunities.
We just wanted to say a big thank you to the judges and young change agents for this amazing opportunity.
And we're really excited to see what we can do with Job Journey in the future.
So yeah, really innovative app, guys, and it really is important solving the issue of helping young people find employment, which after seeing from your empathy interviews, you realize that was a huge problem. And so that was really great design thinking, you know, going through the whole process of finding, you know, what your pain points of your customer is. So yeah, well done. We love that idea, and the judges did too. So next we'll go to Trade and Go. So we're crossing over to Victoria. The judges' feedback said, such a good idea. I wish I had this when I was at school. The idea of teaching people the highs and lows of the stock market in a safe environment is great. The prototypes look very professional as well. So we have Ethan and Spencer on the call, and they're going to be talking to us about Trade and Go, which is all about educating young people on the risks and the rewards of the stock market and cryptocurrency. So take it away, guys.
All right, so my name's Spencer, my teammate's Ethan, and we were in our business class and decided to do Trade and Go. Our idea was to make an app that allows everyone to learn how to trade stocks and crypto. Trade and Go, which we made with help from our teacher Jay Park, who is also in this meeting, will make it easier for teens and the younger generation to learn about the stock and crypto markets. The problem we have found is that people don't have enough of an understanding of how crypto and stocks work. We wanted to make sure people can understand and learn easily how to invest, buy, sell, and be involved with crypto and stock markets.
We thought this is important because most people don't have an understanding of the online markets. Our app is designed to make learning fun, interactive, and accessible for all. Our target audience is towards younger generations and anyone who wants to learn how to trade efficiently and diversify their assets into more future-proof investments. Trade and Go allows you to practice your trading skills risk-free with virtual portfolios, gaining confidence and expertise before diving into the real world of investments. Thank you.
Good job, guys. Yeah, love this idea. I think it's so important. It's a skill that a lot of people don't learn because there is such a misconception around the shares and cryptocurrency and the dangers or the rewards or the risks. So yeah, I think this idea is super clever. So well done. Piggy Heist is up next, and the team included Tara, Abby, Izzy, Georgia, and Daisy. And the judges said that I know a lot of people who would benefit from using Piggy Heist. The idea of competing is novel and makes people want to come back. Impressed with the amount of research that has gone into this and the stats behind your idea. So we have a video from them as well.
Hi, my name's Georgia. And my name's Daisy. And we are two of the co-founders of Piggy Heist. So, who here struggles with saving money? Yes. Well, I'm sure you know we are all currently going through a living crisis right now. And due to the global pandemic increasing the habit of shopping and decreasing employment, teens are struggling to efficiently save money and are continuing to spend it on insufficient needs.
Hi, I'm Isabel, and we want to make a change. Piggy Heist allows teens and young adults to learn about how to properly and successfully manage and save money in a fun, interactive, competitive, and educational way. By using our app, you are helping the economy, promoting healthy spending habits, and allowing a positive way of connecting with friends and family.
Hi, I'm Abby. Piggy Heist is targeted towards the age bracket of 12 to 21. However, the app is available for all age raters to utilise. We encourage an inclusive environment.
Hi, I'm Tara. Why should you choose Piggy Heist?
That's a great question, Tara.
Piggy Heist is the future of financial savings. It is a global app available for all ages that promotes a competitive yet successful learning opportunity for all those involved.
So, if you want to learn how to save money, get on board and invest in Piggy Heist today!
Love it. I definitely can relate to the judges, as I could definitely see myself using this app. Piggy Heist was all about making it competitive with your family and friends of who can save the most money. And I'm quite a competitive person, so I think I would really enjoy this one. So next, last but not least, actually, we have My Sister's Closet. So we have a video from Emily, Sophie, and Henry. And the judges said fast fashion is a huge issue, and this is a great idea to help combat it. The app looks like the user experience is well thought through. I like the team have specified the target audience being for teenagers. There is a gap there, and they've integrated environmental impact, which is super important. So we'll watch this video.
Do you ever fight with your sister over clothes? Well, we've got a solution. My Sister's Closet. Everything you can need at your fingertips.
The MSC app is an app of benefit, an app which makes something that used to end with fights into something so simple. The minimalist theme of the app makes it easy to navigate and kind on the eyes. With the option to allow notifications, you will never miss a new dress opportunity, any new charities, or any exciting secrets.
Here are some examples of some of the clothes we hire. You can hire this for 10% of the selling price for 3 days, shipping and laundry included. This ethical alternative to online shopping helps your wallet and the world. Invest today.
Love it. So My Sister's Closet was such a great idea. It was all about having a rental page for teenagers. There are rental pages for adults, but obviously this market was very underserved. And these girls tied it in really nicely with fast fashion and it being a huge environmental issue, as well as it being super expensive to buy new outfits. So I think all of these groups have a future in sales because they're very convincing. So well done. So those are all of our amazing winning ideas from the senior category. And the judges found it super hard, as I said, to narrow it down to just 6 of you. So it's an amazing feat and a testament to your hard work and developing your ideas behind the scenes. So well done. And congratulations to the finalists as well. Our finalists included Job Genie, The Big Picture, The Flamingirls, Investopoly and Elsa.com. You guys came up with some fantastic and feasible ideas as well. So congratulations. Alrighty, so now we will move on to the fireside chat Q&A session of the night, where we encourage all of our winners to ask questions to the 2 judges that we have joining us tonight, Parth and Jimmy. So this is your opportunity to pick the brains of the finance industry's highly experienced figures and ask them anything you would like to further your business idea and make it a reality. But first, a few questions from us. So I'll invite you, Parth, to the mic. Tell us a little bit more about your role.
Thanks, Bella. Hey, everyone. My name is Parth. About my role, so I work as a product leader at a company called Finder. Finder is one of Australia's largest comparison websites, and our mission is to help people make better financial decisions. So yeah, I care a lot about some of the things that the ideas that you worked on. I guess what I do as a product manager is work with teams of engineers, designers, data scientists, make applications, websites, a lot of the things that you all probably use on your phone every day, probably has a product manager, designer, engineer, team of those who made that. So yeah, I do that at Finder, and we tend to kind of work on a lot of new things, early stage stuff, very similar to all the things that you all work on. So yeah, that's me.
Perfect. Thanks, Parth. Parth is also a member of the Young Change Agents board, so it's really exciting to have him here with us. So Jimmy, how about you? Tell us about your role at Zip.
Hey everyone, first of all, big congratulations and thank you so much for everyone submitting all the videos and sort of all the information tonight. That's amazing and so good to see. So I'm Jimmy. I work for Zip, and I essentially the title is a performance partnerships manager, but I look after our rewards function. So how do we actually give cash back or some sort of value back to the Zip customers? So it's a sort of super exciting and niche part of the world, and yeah, looking forward to sort of sharing more throughout tonight.
Perfect. And then a quick question for both of you. what do you see as the future of finance? When you think about the future of finance, what is the image that comes into your head? I know it's a bit of a tricky one, but be creative.
Do you want to go first, or I can go?
Yeah, you can go.
Parth, you go, yeah.
Yeah, cool. I mean, yeah, look, it's a very subjective question. For me, personally, I'm very passionate about, I guess, freedom and flourishing, and how people can use money as a tool to make that a reality. So what I mean by that is the ability for someone to do whatever makes them feel happy and free, and by taking control of their money and finances to achieve that. And my hope is, at least, and I feel quite confident actually, based on some of the ideas that I saw in the that everyone presented here, that yeah, you all can take a part in realizing a future like that.
Future is bright. How about you, Jimmy?
Yeah, definitely agree. I think it's sort of, who knows? I think it is probably the best answer there. It's sort of, it changes so rapidly, and even from where it was 6 months ago, a year ago, 10 years ago, it's sort of changing so rapidly. I think sort of in my mind, I think to some sort of super app that's all connected and sort of everything is sort of all in one place. But who really knows, unfortunately, is probably the exciting part about it, that it is changing so rapidly.
All right, so winners, I invite you to write your questions in the chat, or be brave, put your microphone on and ask away about advice from our lovely judges on the call. You can ask for advice about being a young entrepreneur, your ideas and how to progress them, what they liked about your ideas, about them, how they got them to where they are today. Don't be shy. I can see we have one. So, do you believe that our app Job Journey could be invested in such an early stage? What are some steps we can take to achieve this?
Maybe I can start this one off, because I actually really loved seeing the user interface that you all created for Job Journey. It got me really excited. I'm a very visual person. So investment is an interesting question. I think it's not the only path to go. Probably I can, it's hard to say whether they would get invested or not, but I can talk about what are some of the things that investors tend to look at, or even, when we are assessing ideas internally, what are the things that matter? So some of the big things that matter are to think about are usually at this stage, early stage, is the team. So why do you care so much about this problem or idea? That matters a lot to investors, because I don't think you can expect to achieve a lot in a short amount of time. So if you expect this, this application to be like a 5 to 7 year journey at least, do you care about it enough to stick it out for that long? So that's one part of the team. The other part of the team question is, do you have the skills to actually make it a reality? So that's something to think about. The other thing that matters at the early stage is traction. And what I mean by that is, do you have any signals from real people that the thing that you've created actually solves their problem? And this can be very simple, like as simple as, hey, we went and spoke to X amount of teens, which are your customers, right? And 10 of the 100 or 50 of the 100 have signed up on the wait list, right? That's traction even before you have a product. And the more evidence you can build that the thing you're trying to build, deserves to exist, the more likely you are to actually get investment. And sometimes your customers, might even want to invest because they're like, oh, this really needs to exist. So those are two things. There are other things as well, but I think I would say at this early stage, the team and traction, they really matter. So I'm not sure if you want to add other things there, Jimmy.
Yeah, Parth, definitely sort of agree. I think it's sort of really just sort of building that use case. Having investors doesn't necessarily mean, it's going to help from that stage on. It's really sort of about sort of building that organically and slowly, and sort of nothing is built so quickly. So I think it's sort of just getting it up and running off the ground, organically letting it sort of grow and build as you go. And then that's sort of when you find a lot of support and opportunities then coming around it from there.
Definitely. I think another one that was quite similar from Piggy Heist, they said, hello and thank you so much for this opportunity. We are extremely interested in following through with Piggy Heist. What would be our next move forward. So yeah, similar to the one before, but do you have anything to add in terms of like wireframes or like a pitch sort of deck, or what they could sort of do to move their idea along a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think I'll probably just expand on the traction bit. So one of the things, and this is kind of like maybe an insider tip from me, with your wireframes and the things you create, right? Like, let's say you don't have a way to engineer or create this thing because that's what requires investment. I found in my experience that you can create really low fidelity wireframes. So literally, like, I've done testing with just pencil drawn things. But if you put it in front of someone and their eyes light up, ask them what is the thing that made that so, and make that better. And keep doing that until you get to something that you showed someone, they're like, I need this to exist. So I think like probably right now, that's what I would focus on. I put it in front of as many real people as possible. Get it to that stage where someone sees that and you're like, oh my God, like I need this. And you have, and that's what traction is, right? You're like, why doesn't this exist? They're asking you that question, when is it going live or when is it going to be available? And then from there, you can potentially start, if investment is what you're seeking, you can start thinking about going to, startup kind of co-working spaces. And if you don't have certain skills in your team, you can probably like look for co-founders. So if you were running this as a real business and you didn't have those skills, you can look for co-founders, you can look for investment by pitching at those lines. So like immediate next steps, I would say, find something that is worth building. Like the first versions that we saw are good, but I think most of the ideas I think need to be fleshed out a bit more rigorously, gathering evidence of what really matters to the people you're designing for. I've heard YCA had a good incubator for that. And yeah, I think that would be the next step, I would say, immediately from where most of the teams are today.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah. For the senior category, obviously our youth incubator is going to really put your best foot forward and introduce all of those concepts that we've talked about briefly today on the call, and hopefully take that idea that one step further, as one of the things that kept popping up in the judges' deliberation were your ideas are very shippable. They're definitely doable. You can definitely do them. It's just a matter of getting the right people and the right support behind you to make them a reality. So we are really excited to have that link and to give you that support for that. So, Money and T-Rexes, do you have any questions for the judges? You can ask them anything at all. You can ask them about your idea. You can ask them about what their role is like, any of their advice for a young entrepreneur like yourselves. If one of you want to come up, you are more than welcome to. No pressure though.
Well, maybe we can, while we're waiting on that, maybe we could, I think it'd be great for them both to answer that question about what would your advice be to a young entrepreneur? Both of you?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I think it's sort of, it's so much can come into it, right? But I think sort of number one is sort of just that, consistency. So it's sort of just showing up, it's sort of trying to learn, and probably that sort of naturally folds into that curiosity piece as well. If you're constantly curious and you're always asking questions, you're always trying to better your idea, that'll sort of help it no matter what stage of the journey you're on. It's always sort of an up and down, like a roller coaster path is probably the best way to explain a lot of that journey. And so as long as you're always showing up and you're staying curious, I think that sort of really helps as part of that journey.
I think from my side, I'll probably answer the question about like how to, one thing I think would help with the ups and downs of the journey, and which will be, don't let it consume you or like make it everything, or your identity. The reason why I say that is it's like, I think it's really important that as you go along, especially if you try to bring something to life, like it takes a lot of effort and work and hard work, especially. So, but you need to remember that it's the people and relationships in your life that will actually keep you going, most likely will outlast any idea that you make. And so you make sure you find a way to invest in those as well, because they'll support you through that roller coaster that Jimmy was talking about, right? When you have the ups and the downs as well. So yeah, I'd say it's hard to find a balance always. But I would definitely say find a way to invest in relationships that keep you going, especially in the hard times.
Yeah, definitely. There is a new question from T-Rexes and Money. They did put it in the chat. Sorry, guys, I didn't see it. They're curious to know if there's any investment opportunities going with the judges, or if you know of any that they could maybe sink their teeth into and have a little read about.
I'll probably just say like the most of the ideas I would like, if I was an angel investor, I'd expect the rigor of traction and team to be like added 1 or 2 steps beyond where things are today. So that's like the general across the board feedback. But yeah, places for investment, there are many, right? There are heaps of angels in Australia. Like we can probably share some resources, Marg. I'm not sure afterwards. I'm sure if Jess was here from Airtree, like I'm sure she would have plenty of things to say about that. Yeah, there are loads of places where you can pitch and try to seek investment, but I would say like the level at which most of the ideas need to get to, and that's not a bad thing, right? It just requires a little bit more work. Yeah, that's how it starts. Go ahead, Margaret.
Yeah, and for those younger in the junior category, we're going to match you up with a mentor, so you'll be able to work a little bit more on your idea. And from there, we can suggest ways that you could take that forward. So, you guys are living in regional areas, so there are some regional grant opportunities and things like that. As, Young Change Agents has our own very small pot of money where we support young entrepreneurs. So, yeah, my message to you is if you do want to take it forward, we're here to support you and until the point where you tell us you don't want to be supported anymore. Yeah. So we are here to help. And we'll be on to you to set up those meetings and organise with all of you all of the prize packs and the invitations and everything out to the incubator. So thank you so much for all coming tonight. I think this is wrapping us up at the end here, and we're gonna thank you all for being on the call and our amazing judges for being here tonight. I'm just going to hand over to Bella to wrap up, but just wanted to say a personal thank you to everyone and to our judges. Well done.
Yeah, thank you, Marg. Yes, Marg read all of your ideas as well. So she's very across all of them and was very impressed, just like the judges. So yeah, a big thank you to everyone who engaged in the Future of Finance Design Challenge this year. We loved seeing your brilliant ideas. Congratulations to the winners and the finalists, and we hope that you take the skills you've learnt from the challenge and from the judges and further develop your ideas in the YINC and the mentoring opportunities that we will continue to have with you guys. So that concludes the showcase for tonight. We, as I said, have been blown away by all of the amazing ideas. And thank you so much to the judges for giving up their time to support the awards, to our educators involved. I know there's a lot of work behind the scenes, so all of the teachers, thank you so much. To the schools for running the programs, and to the broader YCA team, so all of whom you played a really vital part in making this all possible. So big virtual claps all round. So yeah, thank you so much. If you have anything else to say, just chuck it in the chat. But yeah, we'd love to hear from you, and yeah, thank you so much.